Hi everybody, it's Miss Emily, one of the children's librarians at the main branch, welcoming you back into my kitchen for another cooking demonstration. And today we are going to be making a fun snack. We're going to use these apples and we're going to make some apple donuts today. And this is a really great creative project to get the kids in the kitchen, a way to take snack time, make it a fun opportunity for creativity, get you and the kids in the kitchen together, teaching some of those life skills. So it's really easy. I used what I had on hand, so it requires 3 apples. And then basically we're going to be cutting them into slices and then taking out the middle to make donuts. I'll walk you through all this. And then the fun part, which is decorating them. And we've got a couple different icings to use for decoration. And yeah, it's great. I love it. So the recipe that we're going to post with this requires 3 apples. I chose Granny Smith because it's what I had on hand. I think they're probably, because they're so crisp, they're easy to cut, they're easy to core. But you know, in this time where we're trying to go to the grocery store less, you know, use what you've got on hand. So I'm going to start by cutting the top and the bottom off of each of the apples and then into the slices. In terms of thickness, you want it thick enough that you can decorate it and pick it up and eat it. You know, it's portable, so you don't want it too thin, but you also don't want it so thick that you're getting just all apple and nothing else. So, you know, use your discretion. And then whenever I cook, whenever I do anything in the kitchen, I always have a bowl that I use as my trash bowl. It just helps me clean up easier in the end. You know, I'm not making a huge mess, so that's just what you're gonna see me putting things into. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my slices. And then another thing to remember that I think is great is that the slices could definitely be prepared ahead of time. If this is, you know, something you wanted to use for like a birthday, you could cut the slices ahead of time, maybe put some lemon juice on them to prevent browning, and then have everything set up for the kids to decorate. Same way you would with a cookie station or something if you're just looking for a healthier alternative. Okay. And the slices, I'm getting about 3 to 4 base slices per apple based on the way that I am cutting. You may be able to get more, you may be able to get less. I would have extras on hand just in case you need them. And then again, this is the part that the parent should really be taking care of, just because sharp knives and you're cutting the apple, you know, close to the fingers, you just don't want to risk the little ones getting involved. This could be something that, you know, as your child develops in the kitchen, you can let them take over more and more steps of it. There's not that many steps, but, you know, especially when you get to this end part where you're just cutting 2 apple slices, it really does require a little bit of dexterity. Okay. So I got about 10 slices out of that. The next thing you're going to need is an apple corer. The recipe also says that you can use a melon baller. I tried to use a knife in an earlier recording of this. I didn't use a paring knife, so it didn't work very well. But if you had a paring knife, you may be able to cut squares instead of perfect circles, you know, still getting that basic idea. So you're gonna go ahead and just pump down, take the core out of that apple. Again, this is where it helps to have a garbage bowl. And then you have a perfectly sliced donut for decorating. So I'm gonna do that to all 10 of these apple slices. So I have my 10 apple slices, oops. And then I have my 3 icings for decorating. Now, I don't actually have icings for them. What the recipe calls for is I've got peanut butter and apples, what's better than that? Chocolate spread, so like Nutella is what they're asking for. If you wanted to use something else, a different almond butter, or, you know, if you wanted to use icing or frosting, that would be fine. This is kind of thing where you can get creative in it. And then I have some strawberry Greek yogurt. Again, you can choose a different flavor. And I've added some food coloring to it just to make it a little bit more pink, a little bit more fun. for decorating. And same thing, you could do any flavor of Greek yogurt, and you could, you know, add any different food color, maybe for your kids' favorite colors, or if you're going for a colored theme for a birthday party or something like that. So I've got each of those, and then I've got a variety of different toppings for it. Again, I was trying to limit the amount of grocery stores time that I was going, how much I was spending outside in public. So I used what I had primarily on hand, which right now is I've got some icing, like food coloring gel that's a little bit more fine to decorate finer points. I've got some honey that I could drizzle on, some coconut, and some red sprinkles. But honestly, the opportunities and the possibilities for decorating are really endless. Chocolate chips, or like M&Ms, or a favorite candy, any sort of candy, tart, sweet, whatever you wanted, granola, pretzels. I mean, really, again, this is what I had on hand, and just because of the limit grocery store time, but you could do whatever you wanted in terms of the toppings too. This is just to give you an idea of getting creative. So I have 3 knives here. The recipe that we're gonna link with this recommended a pastry bag. I don't have any pastry bags. It also said that you could use a Ziploc bag and cut a little corner off of it. I also don't have any Ziploc bags in the house, so I'm just gonna use good old-fashioned knife. It may not be as clean and as neat as the pictures that you're gonna see, but that's pretty much my experience with anything that I do, where I find a Pinterest board or some sort of recipe or craft online. Mine is great and I love it, but it's not exactly what it looks like in the picture. And I think that's okay. I think that's an important thing to teach our kids as well. So I'm gonna decorate the icings, and then I'll show you what it looks like from there, and then we'll put some toppings on. So here's just a look at the progress we've made so far. We've got our bowl of, you know, trash apple. It's gonna go in the compost or the trash at home, just to try to keep it neat and tidy as we're going. We've got our peanut butter slices, our hazelnut spread, and our colored Greek yogurt. We've got each of our bowls, and like I said, 1 knife per bowl, just to make cleanup and no cross-contamination. And now we are gonna decorate them. So now for the fun part, the decorating. And this is, again, where you could have your kiddos come in at the end if you really didn't want them involved in any of this part, or if they weren't interested. I am just gonna go ahead and do some icing and some coconut. I'm gonna put whatever I feel like on them. I always have coconut in the house. I had chocolate chips, but I ate them all this weekend, so there are no more of those left, but alrighty, so I have finished decorating my apple donuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you another shot of what I've done up top so you can take a look. So here are my finished products. You can see I put some coconut sprinkles and red frosting on the Greek yogurt slices. Put some honey on the peanut butter slices. And then, since I didn't have chocolate chips for the hazelnut spread, I tried to put CCPL, and I tried to do some hearts just to let you guys know that even though we are not in the buildings with you right now, we are still thinking of you. We are trying to make all these videos so you guys know that we're still here for you, and we're still thinking about how we can best serve you. And we hope you're all doing great, and we cannot wait to get back in the building with you. So here are my finished results. Please, if you do make these, show us your creations. We would love to see how creative you and the little ones get in the kitchen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another cooking demonstration with me. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little bit, and I hope we get to see you soon. And I hope that in the meantime you guys are doing well, staying safe, and using all of those digital resources that we've got for you guys. Have a wonderful day.